Alrighty, it is time. So, welcome to Dylan on another day on the Minecraft server for Dadcraft. And apparently all timed actions have been enabled. Welcome to that program as well, apparently. So as you can see over my shoulder, we had some fun on the weekend. A little bit last week and a little bit yesterday. I have killed the dragon a few times with friends on this server, but have never actually bothered to claim a head. So this is the first head I've claimed, and yeah, had to put it up high because I kept walking beneath it and thinking it was a spider inside. Don't ask, it's a long story. But so here we are on the Minecraft server, and yeah.
Hello.
Oh, good morning, Zerk. Yes, I don't know where I got that dragon. It might have had something to do with you. So Zerk was one of the awesome people who helped set this thing up. He and the other half, PP Zerk, helped set everything up. Let's see, my inventory is a mess because I have been working on, sort of, trading up books. So basically, I was filling the bookstore slowly. See, I've got some random stuff. Oops, give me just a sec. Game fade in.
Hello.
So I was, where we go? Doing the bookstore, and then I discovered, yeah, I have a lot of villagers, but the problem is that a lot of the trades they have are not top level for the books we wanted. So in the meantime, I was giving it a shot with Bane of Arthropods just to see how bad the experience would be to get the lower level books and combine them together. It's an interesting adventure. So you can see I've got a few extra blocks here. I'll just combine these ones as well. I've got a few extra blocks kicking around from doing that. But I'll show you just a second some of the other side effect of that. See, welcome in here. But I want to ditch as much of this stuff as I can. So don't lose those. Oh, no, that's dirt. Ow. You're getting off to a great start early this morning. Okay. I had fun at the dragon fights. They were
Hello.
We Good morning, Dub Dynamite. Welcome aboard. So we did the dragon fights on Wednesday and on Sunday, and Dub Dynamite streamed them. So if anyone's curious about the VOD to see our adventures, definitely check out Dub Dynamite's stream. Let me just give him a quick shout out here. And we had a blast. It was really fun. So you can see over in the distance, yeah, I had just a few extra blocks. So what happens when you're doing a lot of this trading around to try and get like books to combine, and then the experience to combine said books, you end up with just a few extra emeralds kicking around. So yeah. And pursuant to a conversation with some of the people on Sunday, they were insisting, well, not insisting, but saying that you don't need to have your villagers able to sleep to keep the iron farm going. I thought I'd test it just to see if I was cursed. And yeah, I'm still cursed. So I dug out the sensor. Okay. Turned on the lever to make sure the piston that holds up the zombie stayed up. Covered everything over. And then just went AFK standing here for probably about 5 Minecraft days and nights. Because from here, generally, I don't get skeletons all that much. And got not a single piece of iron or rose. So I figured, okay, to heck with that, and put it back, put everything back. So the daylight sensor then scares the villagers during the day, but it does drop the zombie in the evening so that they can actually go to bed. And that seems to keep my farm running. But if I took it out, no luck. So I think I'm just cursed. It's just the way it goes. If other people can get it to work without that feature built in, more power to you. But yeah, so now I've actually got iron to work with, which is actually quite critical when I'm doing the trading for books and stuff, because I need to be able to trade with my villagers the stacks of iron to get out of here. To get the books and all that combining and whatever jazz. In case anyone's curious, there's an ongoing glitch in the bees that they will just randomly despawn. So if you unload the chunk, your bees are gone. So I've had about 5 or 6 sets in here, and there's currently no bees in there. They just will not stay because I don't stick around enough to keep the thing going. Now, I thought about maybe trying again while I'm working on the train, just so that I'm probably close enough to keep this piece loaded. But I figured it wasn't really worth it. There's now a honey shop in town, so if I ever end up with actually anything that I can buy with, so if I actually end up with any currency I could buy with, then I can always get the bee products I need there. But at the moment, don't have a current project that needs those, so I'm not too worried about it. Where was I here? Jump. So I'm just filling everybody in. So we did start on the train on Thursday, and start on the train meaning that we did start decorating the train on Thursday. Discovered, I don't know if it ended up on stream or if it was just afterwards, but I actually had a raiding party come through, the patrols, and they were quite interested in me. Oops, where am I here? Distraction. They were quite interested in me, so I tried to get rid of them, and that worked, but between that and today being a little rough because my son,
Hello.
Star Wars fan kid, is home from school for the second day running because he's actually quite ill. It's probably just a really bad cold, or possibly one of those like non-nausea creating flus, but the poor guy is not feeling all that great. So he's home from school for the second day, and I just, between that and a couple other things, I think I might be fighting a version of what he's got, maybe. But in any case, oh, actually I don't want to do that yet. I don't have another chest or an ender chest with me. That was what I was going to make before I got into things. Ah, okay. I see. Okay, yeah, there are other ways to get the villagers to not see the zombie just long enough that they'll actually go to bed, which is helpful. And if they're bobbing up and down, it means that some villagers will stay up and some will sleep and then they'll switch, kind of deal. So that works out well. Yeah, I used a similar system last season when I was on the Java server, and I used, what did I do for the farm? Oh, I used Avomance's design for having farms in the corners, in addition to having the sort of food farms in the corners, in addition to having the zombie in the center. And the zombies did, his design did potentially have them bobbing up and down, but one of the alterations to that was that you could make, you could have them not doing that, if that makes any sense. And so, here, yeah. So I decided it fit with the sort of the lore of the farm on that version to have the daylight nighttime sensor thing, because then sort of my whole base kind of shuts itself down at night because everybody just starts standing still. There we go. Oops, sorry. So in any case, go. I'll talk straight today. Why have one when you can have two? Build them, get out of the way. Okay, so anyway, since that version had worked well in the past, I figured I would just go with it. You know? Never hurts. Okay, and actually put the... I'm going to want that box at some point. But what I also came back for, in addition to getting the ender chest, was the golden helmet, just so that I can change my hat and not worry about pigs. Dirt box. I don't know why I used a shulker for that. It's kind of a waste. Could always actually go to the shulker farm and grab some more. So anyways, long story made short is that my farm works. I figured, whatever. It'll do. And I'm not really in the mood to be building today, nor am I in the mood to be running back and forth to the villagers, extra speed or not. So I figured we would take a little bit of a squirrel and go see what we could find in other places. For example, we have a mailbox, like a post office location. I have not actually selected a mailbox yet, so we could do that. I had, just for kit... Ooh. I gotta look at that. That is just cool. I've been playing around a little bit with different shaders again, so I think... what this one is. I'm gonna get out of here. Anyway, mailbox, squirrel. So I had not picked a mailbox. I am completely directionally challenged with that one, so to be perfectly frank, in spite of the world's best directions, I must have been wearing blinders or something and just did not see it, so yeah. But also I had a blast just for fun, riding the rail cart that Stoner Miner put in, which, rather than, I think I mentioned it earlier, rather than saving you like 200 blocks to move from one spot to another, not even 200 blocks, I mean it's like 50 by the time you take a straight line, there's a rail line, you can sort of see here, that just goes up and around and does very little other than coming straight back to the beginning. So, yeah. Wow, this shader pack is cooler than I expected. Ooh, little bright though. So we had already done the original Dragon Egg fight quite a while ago, but we got together last week just so that we could open up the remainder of the portals and chop a few more heads because it was fun. Ooh. So I'm going ooh, so I should probably, rather than just simply oohing and awing at the polished floors, or Peregrine would be proud. So we are using, the resource pack for the day is, I'm using the Compliance See-Through just because I like the way that transparent UI looks. Still looking at the 3D flowers because none of these other ones seem to do 3D, even though I'm using the Stratum texture pack, so that gives a little bit more of a real surface to a lot of things. And then a few other things that weren't 3D, like cave vines were in there, and I kept the alternate entities for cattle and stuff, unless Stratum overwrites them, which is I'm fine with that. I think that's about it for the resources. And then today's shader pack appears to be complementary shaders. I've gone into the shader options and mucked around with it a little bit just for personal comfort reasons. Some things in the light shafts and so on were bugging me a little bit, so I just tweaked it around a little. But the other part I always try to keep my eyes open for when I'm looking at shader packs is, although lights like this get to be crazy bright and possibly too bright, the rest of the place can be pretty dark overall. Not just in here, I mean, like I was gonna say in the nether, but downstairs, it can be pretty crazy busy. So it just ends up looking really dark, and I wanted to try and lighten that up for people. But names in all the mailboxes, I'm free to move it. That's if I find it in the first place. But first things first, I had a blast just for fun. See, this says shopping center, which technically is just out that door, and it's the big hill. But I just liked riding it because I could. It was just kind of corny, and it's fun, right? You get a good chance to look around. So I'll be riding the roller coaster on the other side of the nether portal as well. There's a lovely roller coaster. It's about 3 minutes or so, maybe a smidge longer, in the shopping district on the far side, on the overworld, and that one I hear is a lot of fun. So I just figured I would start out here, let's see what I could find in the middle, and then ride the other one. This one made me laugh so hard when I first wrote it because it does virtually nothing, and I love it. It's one of those boredom projects that just puts a smile on your face. The other thing I find amusing and amazing is that Brian, aka Stoner Miner, is one of those builders for whom you pretty much just have to say please and it's done. Like, it's not even a hey, how can I help? It's the oh, well, it's finished. Oh, okay, cool, surprise. So it's actually funny because rather than being the people who had a regular portal, then you punch a hole in the roof and then you end up with another portal on the roof. Sometimes with Brian, you're like, oh yeah, I should get around to putting together a nether portal. And you get a message from him a couple days later that says, by the way, your nether portal to the roof is... So yeah. So there we go. That literally takes you to the other side. The train station is just over there out the hole. Oh, that's different. There's actually somebody in the workshop. Don't know if that's Brian V2 though, because I have a reason to suspect that actual Brian's more handsome, but you know. Okay, but I love the way this portal looks, and when you get close, they have like the streaks on it. Alrighty, so that's different. I didn't look at that the other day. Get your head shop. Oh, right. So, fairly recently we've had the mob heads put on. Just, it wasn't ready when this server first got launched for this season. we didn't have it, and yeah, a while back, people started asking for it. Partly, I think, because the Bedrock server from Deadcraft had mob heads, and this one didn't. So it became apparent, and I don't know if anybody cared any differently during the server weekends or not, but that's when it became apparent that we didn't have the mob heads because Java wasn't able to perfectly match what Bedrock had available. So our two stream boxes were different. And which reminds me, that's one of those other things I need to get to, is actually finishing last month's box before we end up on the next one. So, of course, the usual district is down here, and I keep saying I'm going to put a scarecrow at the split, but I never remember. But this is the most awesome thing people keep talking about, except sun better not go down that way. It's not. Now, there we do have snowier snow around. Uh-oh. That's not what I expected. Hello. Cool extra pieces just in case people like me break it. Ooh. So, go for fun. It's still in beta version. Is it okay? Oh, can't spell. Wow. Is it okay to show? I just hadn't written this one yet, and everybody was talking about it. Okay. Sure. I'll try not to break it. Oops. Okay, so let's go up, as most roller coasters do. This part reminds me a little bit of Space Mountain at Walt Disney World. So down's a little disconcerting. Wow. Oh. Better jump. He loves to scare the snot out of me, doesn't he? It's actually awesome. I would never have thought of, like, the total vertical drop. Seriously impressive. Wow. I'll have to ride this a few times, not all on one stream, but you never know where to look. Like, crazy.
Hello.
Hello! They also try to make an elevator, my goodness. I'm just blown away. Like, it's really amazing. The work that you put into this is just wow. Hello being to Stoner Miner. Yeah. And I definitely know that until a couple of versions ago, we would not have been able to do the underwater portion of this because we wouldn't be able to have people waterlogging the rails, and everything would wash away. So this is actually really cool that we can do stuff like that. Actually, I'm surprised that I'm doing as well with this as I am, because normally this kind of thing would make me nauseous even in game. I'm just one of those people for whom things like crazy mining and crazy twisty turny stuff usually makes me sick, but I'm actually doing pretty well at this one. So, serious kudos to you for that one. And it's funny because it's not even just watching other people on stream, like I can do it to myself. Wow. I hesitate to even guess at how many pieces of track this was. You did a very good job of hiding the extra speed boosts. I mean, you can see the powered rails, but where you powered them from is you did a very good job of making it sort of nice and tidy. You'll find it funny, actually. So maybe you won't find it funny, I don't know. But when I first heard about the rail, I was actually playing around with shader packs that unfortunately don't do well with the built-in Minecraft clouds. They have their own, which do a great job with the weather, but they just don't do well with the built-in Minecraft. Built-in Minecraft clouds. Thank you. This was awesome. Wow, I totally would do that again. Anyways, I was having problems with the built-in Minecraft clouds, and somehow I was standing just right that I didn't see the lantern pieces. I don't know how that worked. I think it's just because I was on the other side and something. And so the Minecraft clouds in the shader pack I was using that day come out black. And so I just happened to be standing such a way that the sky had a whole ton of black stuff and this weird black thing going up, and I just didn't put two and two together. But that was totally worth it now that I could see what was going on, and yeah, that was cool. And I mean, it's actually one of those ones I might even use that as a bit of my shader pack test for kicks offline. Just change it to a different shader pack or a different texture pack and then ride it again in each one of them. And then that might be just a bit of fun for me to kill time. But that was cool. And now I need to find the mailbox, which is something that I'm also not very good at finding. But we'll just see. I'm told it's in the cave, which that works great for normal people. But on the meantime, I'm scrolling again, but I want to just... Hello, pandas! You guys are cute. Yay. 2 sacks of food and a transport 2 oak logs. Yep. You can boat them around, right? 9 diamonds. I'll come and say hi, okay? Sorry, I'm a little bit diamond shy. Like 0, but that's my fault, not yours. So... I am very, very squirrely today, as you have noticed. So I'm way out here, and I'm just gonna... Ooh. Oh. That was looking cool. Ooh. Shader pack for the win. Nice. Okay. And I always liked... This is kind of like that whole knock-on-wood business. You come up to the amphitheater, and you just kind of like lightly touch the wall. There you go. Love it. Now that I've seen a bit of a concert with the Dub Dynamites here, I'm a little bit leery to continue with my redemption to do songs, just because half the time I can't think of anything. Sometimes I look at a page, see lyrics, and completely blank on the tune. And then I've heard the Dynamites, and I was like, nope, not so good. Like they were fantastic. So. Who asked you? Wherever you got to. Okay, so let's not problems by leaving it up at night. I think. Oops. That's the one I wanted. I wouldn't necessarily call my songs parody, but, or bad cover tunes, but that's definitely what they are. Anyway, either here or there. One of the things I wanted to show off randomly at some point, so I guess it's today, is with this particular shader pack and texture pack on. The aquarium is very different than what a lot of players see, just because we've got we do have borders on our glass, but it's kind of cool to see how the fish wave with the clear water. And sometimes when you've got... Oh, no, this is just the tropicals. Okay. Sometimes when you've got the alternate textures taking over the various different fish, then sometimes you can get some really cool designs in here. I don't think it turned up. But it's also, I've been in here a few times and it threw me just because with the water and stuff it is shadier, and so I lost track of what time it was. Thankfully, I've never had a creeper in here when I lost track of what time it was, but I have had a couple of skeletons. Personally, I love those pink and blue ones. Neat. I'll take a quick look in the under chest. If I have any books to drop off since I'm here. 1. Okay. Might as well drop that off since I'm here anyway. Would have made sense to put that short. Oh! I was told the path went around. Awesome! See, more thank yous I need to give out. In here the first time. The water looks kind of weird. It's like somebody put ice in it. Oh, whoop, nope. Yes, this definitely looks unfinished, but if anybody actually bothered to come in, they could get to the other room and do some shopping if they wanted to. But I need to figure out. And even during construction, take this book. Is open for business, take out soon. Even during construction. Oop, I can't spell. O-G-I-E-S. Income. Done. Okay. How cute dancing. Door open. Oh. But there'll be a different message on that third page eventually. Obviously, that's not critical at the moment, right? What book did I? Oh. You moron. Okay, well, we'll get the books dropped off, but I'll have to bring a sign for them another day. Eek. Thorns. Oh. Skippy. Okay. Get all of those done in one trip. Not like anybody's going to really miss a sign on those ones. It just happened to be one that I had the correct level of book, whereas for the majority of the books, I don't. All the ones that are in here were the ones where I had the max level. But, yeah, Bane of Arthropods is taking a little while. I think I'm like 1 or 2 books from the end. Just because I didn't have the correct one. I think I had Bane 2, opposed to like Bane 5. So it takes a while. I did actually try pausing and seeing if I could quote-unquote save time by having, like firing one of my librarians who was kind of useless and bringing in a different one. Unfortunately, that did not work. I actually got worse rather than better. So figured, well, we'll just go with this and see what we can get. It takes longer to do. And I don't get as far, so yeah. I'm debating whether for Thursday I'll decorate the train or whether I'll come back and decorate upstairs in here instead, just because it really looks bland and it needs it. And then that makes sense because I can put the priority on that because it's community area build. So rather than having that be unfinished, I think I'll finish that one. And then if there's a delay on anything, then it will be that piece. By the way, I just don't recall if I've ever been down here. Oh yeah, I have. Okay. I was down here under directions on how to get down here, not on my own. Yeah. It's another one of those ones that looks kind of cool when you've got a fairly see-through water to go with. Now this texture pack has a little bit, you can still see the blue streaks on the top of the water. Not texture pack, sorry, pack/shader. Combination has a bit. I'd love to be AFK here for hours and just watch the turtles, but that doesn't get anything done. The base. Ooh, glowy stuff. No idea what those sounds are, but there. Wow. Just, yeah. Wow. Okay. Didn't come down this way. Turtles! Yes. No idea where I'm going or why I'm going this way. Right? Ah. And there's a bit that wouldn't like me. That's okay. I don't intend to go in there. Just what you guys have done on the server, like for the co-server mates. There are so many things to see that just blow my mind. If I was to do this sort of thing in a solo world, it would take me years, probably, but at the rate I play, to be able to get half the stuff done that people like the Zerks and Brian and the Dubs or the Dynamites have done. It's just, wow. Yes, down because I can, not because I should. Aha! Okay. Rather than it being which cave, it's the cave. You, fish and chips. You can make your own salad. Nice. With 5 raw steak. Ooh. I don't know. I like the cost on that one, but it's weird. Sandwiches, 5 meat and a bread. Desert. Desert? That one could use a bit of a spelling fix. I think we want more dessert than we want desert. Desert 10 pieces 1 emerald, although it would be mildly amusing if you paid an emerald and you got 10 blocks of sand. That would be really funny. Yeah. There's no point in me renaming it, it just lets me figure out where on earth it is. Blah blah.
Hello.
Hello, Max. Good morning or afternoon. US, I guess it must be... I'm gonna bet afternoon, yeah? Amazing. Cool. Now I know. It's funny how the lanterns down here end up in this particular pack so much brighter than that one. Oh, I see. Easy access to put stuff away in your personal kit, so you don't have to carry it around. That's a fantastic idea. I love that. Cool. I was watching Conversation just the other day and people were saying, you gave me extra of something. I'm going to go throw it in your mailbox. And I love the response was like, I know where you live. It's like, well, yeah, most of us do. But whole see-through floor thing? Oh, wow. I think it would still look really good even without the texture pack. Or, sorry, shaders. I really do think this would still look fantastic. Because there's just so many neat ideas in how the various parts were used. And that this... Okay. I'm gonna bet this is like a terracotta color. And, yeah, that looks very different with my texture pack on. I actually had to change the train wheels because they used, some of the wheels on the carriages used, oh, this is like concrete powder, but I'm pretty sure it is. But they used the, cyan terracotta, and, unfortunately, when I put on any of the texture packs, a lot of them were trying to take a level of realism that didn't really work with that. So, although the original colors were very, very nicely, what's the word? Steel, almost, like a nice bluish hint of steel. The cyan terracotta, unfortunately, came out very, very cyan. Thanks, PP Zerk. I can't talk straight today, so I appreciate the correction. Yeah, so the cyan terracotta came out really painfully cyan, which just really does not work for train wheels. Especially not alongside the... Oh, really? Especially not alongside the blue of the trains. Not so much. Okay, this is... I'm not going to hide in there. I'm really thinking, you know, silly me should actually, like, if I'm going to carry around an ender chest... Lovely. Maybe I should put a bed in there. Thank you. Because, yeah. I spy on the horizon, something I do not want to spy. What are you doing? So apparently we have a raider who's trying to hop to his death suicide-wise. That's really kind of creepy and dark, but he doesn't need to be up there in the first place. There we go, now we have 2 robot llamas. Not the llamas! Come on. I not hit. That's probably why I couldn't take down the crystals on the weekend. There's a reason I need an infinity bow, and it's just that I'm that bad a shot. Found the mailbox. Found the rail station. Well, not the rail station, the roller coaster. Rolled into llama heads. Well, that would imply that I'm actually going to climb up there. Yeah, I see those floating there. Nah. One of the reasons I can't sport those at my base is a sheep queen would be very, very upset. She's got a huge thing for llamas of all sorts and sheep, and actually won't let me hear the end of it if she sees that I killed those. I'm sure that somebody's going to wonderfully clip it just to, you know, be able to show it off. Guess what she did? She killed the llamas. But yeah. Can't even like put them up and label it oops, because that would just be lying. So, squirrely wise. What else we got going? Those days where I'm kind of going, what else do we need? Need and or want? You silly thing. For anyone who actually does watch on Wednesdays, what is usually the Whatever Wednesdays, I haven't officially changed the name of the day, but I'm calling it Mysterious Wednesdays, because on the morning slot I'm going to be playing the Myst series games all the way through, and right now we're on Riven. But the reason I switched the title, or for that, I mean I switched it for that just for convenience sake, and then also if we do have a second slot, which is sort of hit or miss, more miss than hit, then we can play something else in the evenings. My kid's suggestion is to be trying more scrap mechanic. Actually, apparently, according to the scrap mechanic wiki, I guess one of the developers was inspired to create the game partly because of Minecraft. They really liked Minecraft, so there is the connection there. But I might actually start trying to play that one in creative mode, just because I think the survival portion of it was starting to wear a little thin on me. In the amount I've seen it, the little I've played it, yeah, I'm done. But also that allows me to muck around and be silly. Got my head. Yeah, when people said in the cave, I think the part I missed mentally was the whole something like Aqua Cave or lower level or something like that. Alright, let's get going. Oh, I know what I could do. I've got not a project, but it's one of those get around to items. So let's work on dyeing the sheep and collecting the wool into easier access bins, making a whole ton of hoppers. My playstyle looks like having these guys go to bed with a day-night sensor is probably not going to be worth changing out. Cutting down, obviously, I know is a bad thing, but changing it out for different style, just to get that little bit of extra iron. With the number of times people sleep, it makes no real difference in the end anyway. By the way, please do let me know if you guys end up hearing any echoing in the background, or if something's not loud enough, or if something's too loud, that sort of thing. Part of it is that I'm experimenting a little bit due to a hiccup I had, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, where my AirPods I had used them and then they hadn't charged properly, so I didn't have AirPods available to do my stream with. and instead I just went without. Feedback I got was that people weren't hearing duplication, but if that is not the case and you guys are hearing, continue to go without, because it makes life a lot easier from my end, just because OBS will not automatically detect the change in default output, and so it keeps trying to put things out to my regular speakers anyway until I manually switch it. I didn't realize that at first, and for a while I actually thought I had to quit OBS, the broadcasting software, and then come right back in. And that was not high on my list. 29. Okay. Put these away. Or at least minimize. And put the right hat back on. So I'm slowly making progress in terms of remembering to color code things. Not always successful, but we're getting there. So for example, this one is supposed to be the iron box, but sometimes it's the wool box. But we're not too bad right now. This whole first row was jam-packed, and I was actually getting despawn, like tons of despawns of wool just because everything was full. Part of the problem that I've made myself, or given myself, is that these boxes are all single chests, where really, at the farm where you don't have a whole lot of use for the wool, then it's best to go double chest. And that's part of where we're going to go today, is swapping a lot of these out for double chest, but it will also give me the opportunity to dig down and put a hopper system in, so that probably on this end, I think, we'll have all the rows come out, 2 chests, except this section over here where it's going to be the colored sheep, and we're just going to duplicate, or not duplicate, cut out the chests and double deep them so that we can get some more storage there. We'll still have too much wool for what we need, and I really don't need this much in the lava farm, so I may end up chopping it down just because it's noisy, but I don't know if I'm going to do that on stream or not. You can see that it's, sometimes we have glitches, like the one down there on the ground, but this farm for melons and whatnot is way bigger than I need. Right? So if I actually have a project that needs the space, then I might just chop this thing in half and go with half of it, because they're fairly empty right now, but these are where I usually store extras that periodically come down and just do a cleanup run, converting things into melons instead of melon slices and moving the pumpkins out. What we're gonna need to do with all those, oh, there we go, perfect. We're gonna do with all of those, if I talk straight, sheep in the sheep farm, is we're gonna need more chests, lots more chests. I always need extra chests, so I'm not too bothered by making a gazillion more. And 29 I don't think will be enough for hoppers. I think I'm gonna need a few more, but I can always make those after we finish the first row. I was going this way. Yeah, double, and then hopper, and come out here, so that should work out for... First thing I need to do, actually, is I need to grab this box, just for my dump storage as we go, because each of these has wool in it. So if I don't have a place to put things, then I'm going to have wool all over the place. And I'm going to be putting it back as we go, because it's all going to end up backed up at the far end anyway. Not the world's most convenient or most effective storage method, but it does the trick. Yes, I know. Fix it. I have to redo most of this path anyways. Oh. Helps if you use the right tool for the job, you know? That would be useful. That one going this way. And then we'll double chest on top. Way. dirt on this side. And there. One down. My son asked me, what are you going to do in Minecraft today? Because he's, as I said, he's home. And I told him, make a huge mess. He goes, what? I said, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Do I have any idea do I ever have any idea what I'm doing? He says, well, no. You are right. Congratulations, you win the intertubes. So the idea being that the wool came out here, is going to go in there, and then it just filters its way down to the chest at the end. That's the idea, anyway. On you. Oh. This one? I think. That. Oh, thank you, the sleeper. I have to keep remembering to do that because otherwise I get very distracted and next thing I know I've got a creeper on my tail. Okay. Dealt with. Whoa! Guess that was a little full. Yeah. So I was, when I'm doing my trading with the villagers, I was actually including getting rid of some of the wool a little bit, but I only have one shepherd style villager, so that wasn't all that super useful in terms of dealing with the sheer wool quantity I've got. Wool quantity I've got in storage. So that's one of those other ones. I may get myself another villager of that type, but the priority on that is just really not there. I mean, in reality, I probably should make some sort of giant silo for the wool. Coulda, coulda, woulda. Last season I had a ton of ideas what to do with lots of wool. I mean, plenty of art and stuff. I just have real builds to start with this time, which is unusual in itself. That in turn wool. Yep, really full. Okay. And into the system you go. Enough of the rest picked up. There we go. But if it's going to back up, then it might as well back itself up to somewhat useful looking. Why it doesn't hurt to have extra. Okay. Like. Yes. These sheep are incredibly prolific. Go prolific. I mean, I could always turn it off. Like, it's not the that busy. I think they turn it off, but take out the the redstone. That's probably easiest. That would require effort. Manual is cool to a point. This one. Hmm. This way. Not on the end. Oops. Not too. Fiddle. Fiddle, fiddle, fiddle. Little dirt. This will probably end up here. This. Stairs. Yeah, I could have it go up, but I really don't want. Put it here. It's not ideal, but it'll do. Then when it starts to back up, places for things to go. Maybe. Yeah, it's just full. These things can't catch up that quickly. Row number 1. 6. Queen. Take a 16. The other one. Grab some more of this iron. $19 to work with. I can always make more. Other notice to where it's going. It's time might be better. I work my way backwards, and the wool just ends up in the end chest to begin with. Fine. Okay. This will move out. Oh, problematic. Okay. Didn't think this through, but okay. This, but prevent copper contest? Figure out what he means by that. This one, but over one. Oh, I see. So this time, you need to still be the row out, but because I'm only putting, because I'm only putting the white into the end chests, not the colored stuff, and I do need to duplicate the colored rows, or colored chests, then I'm going to move the hoppers over one row and make them more underneath the farm, just because, oops, I need that out. But that way that I don't end up with the double chest for the colored side, ending up getting hoppered out. Yeah. Big mess. But one makes mistakes some days and figure out how to get around them. White. Okay. Oops. Chests. There we go. My brain. Maybe one at a time. Where's it? I'm just half watching this conversation in the corner. Burn, baby, burn, Disco Inferno? Not really sure if I want to know what that's about. Really not sure if I want to know what that's about. Yeah, okay, this is probably... That way we get the wool filtering in, and then backing up the way I expected to. Ready. Filling in. Double check. What is it? Black. Oh, right, yes. You don't need to be black. That's okay. Figure that out. Alright. This will be a white chest. Dirt. That is pouring out. Great. Now I'm going to have too much white to begin with, but... We're supposed to. Okay. This season, they're all going this way. Sure. A lot of white. Hmm. Oh, white reset, I guess. Oh, this may be the slow method or a slow method. It moves. It happens. Oh, great. Just got myself there. A lot of rinse and repeat. The junk. Because we're gonna get. That was weird. I recognize there's probably a bunch that's backed up inside copper that feeds these chests in the first place. Probably where a lot of this is from. backwards. Right. No, I'm not going to catch it all. Yeah, the sheep are still doing their thing. Pretty full. Loading. Okay. That's going to confuse me for a little bit, but I think once I get everybody dyed, that will help. So, back in to make the dyes. Mess with me. Oh, right, actually I wanted to duplicate the box as well. That extra box was... all the way for now. I have more than I can shake a stick at, but... is... So there's a lot. Little bit. That one. Sometimes there's not a whole lot, and sometimes not. Base maintenance stuff is always a pain in the neck because it's not exciting to do, let alone share with other people. But I will say it's a cut above sand mining or narrow. I've done a fair bit of that. I really am very seriously hoping that I have my head in the game by Thursday so that I can actually do some more decorating. It would be... I like the way things look when they're done that way, but they're not always complete. This black. Oh, okay. Get the random junk bin. There. Alright. That right, then all this left-hand side is going to stay just white. Right-hand side is going to be my collection of... It's never going to be... Thanks, PP Zerk. I actually had no problem if you guys were just lurking, because there wasn't much going on. Extra chests, okay. Definitely going to need extra chests for storage. What I'm thinking I might do is, rather than raising the roof, I mean, that's an opportunity, is I think might consider doubling up some of these sides. So we'd get 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, yeah, so I could do 4 rows out here by like 4 high, and I'd have all the 16 colors. But then if I duplicated it and did the same over here, and one of the 2 sides would be just like white, plain old white. That might be the best route, but at the moment, looking for the die to get as many colors as I can. It's not perfect because I know I'm missing some, like I need to do, where did I put it? I need some dirt. I need to put together some green, for example. And I've got cyan, but I need the green itself. Go. That'll be the green. Yeah, whatever. Hey, green. Enjoy. Go die. Bring up my cheater list. Just because I can. Oh. Bookmark, open please. Why did you have to alphabetize on me? You might be able to hear this, but... Minecraft wool colors, there we go. It's funny, because I usually have everything bookmarked, but it just does not... Okay, there we go. Link. So basically, part of the reason I bring up the full list of colors is 1, so I don't forget them. 2, so that I can put things in the order I want them to be. Because I actually kind of like to go with sort of a rainbow pattern. And I bookmarked the wrong one. But it's not actually... so it's not actually showing me the version I want, but... There we go, that's the one I like. Yeah, so I like to do in sort of a rainbow order. It just works better for my, I don't know, what do you call it, mindset? And then I sort of know where things are when I go looking for them. Pardon me. Pardon me again. Okay, so let's see, first things first. Got gray, okay, there. Oh. Die, yes. So we are short an unlucky squid. One very unlucky squid going to meet its doom. Okay. Oh no, actually I don't need black because I've got black. I've got gray, white. Just go do it. That's the easiest. Oops. Do it. Right? Hope I get them in the order I want. Pick it up though. There we go. Back and forth, to and fro. One of these days we'll get it done. You are black and I don't want you to be. Get there. Which side do I want? Black on the outside? Or color on the outside? Let's try that. Okay, this one is black, I think. Oh, and I also can't do it while they're all shorn. The redstone again. That way, when they eat, spears won't fire, or the dispensers. Dispensers won't fire. That's what I'm looking for. So you can't dye them if you don't have that sorted out. I could run around with signs and just label them, but that's just kind of silly because once they've actually been in the correct color order, I'll know. Try this again. So we've got a black one, a gray, Then I'll have a light gray. Dark gray, light gray. Should put white in there. Go right around the other end, and then let's go light to dark on the other end. So yellow. So orange, and then I'll have a lime green is this one. Things. Lime green, green, cyan, blue. Another list. Green, green, blue. Oh wait, there's a light blue in there. I think that. This side. Into blue. We're gonna go purple, which I think purple. Then turns in red. And we'll go into magenta and then to red. I like that. Black. 2, 3, 4. 13. Missing 2. Oh, brown. I don't have. Next. And don't know. Oh, white. Nope. There's 16 colors. I don't know. It's brown anyway. I'm gonna get in here. I have 15 colors left, right? 2, 8. So I'm missing 1. Pink. Right, I don't have pink in here. Pink, pink. Silly me. Pink. I'm looking at this. I don't really like where the red is. But light gray to brown just doesn't make any sense to go that direct. Some of the rainbow designs I've seen have white and then light gray, dark gray, black, brown, and it works its way back out that way. Might do that, but I have to go grab myself a squid if I do that. Let's just see if there's any squid about. Easy to find, we'll go that route. If it's not, then we might stick with what we've got. And then I can start cleaning out the white and making a mess of the storage. Goodies. Aha. Okay, black it is. Go. So, thank you. Only one, chintzy. Hang on a second. My looting sword? No. Not looting 3. Oh well, that's what it is. I got 1, and the other ones ran off. Really? Oh, no, there's one. I just can't see them today because I'm not good at this. There we go. What does people say? Get good? Okay, now I don't feel quite so bad. I got 5 more out of that one. And so then I probably hit and had it run off. Hello. Please. Good destruction. You're gonna drop your things before you die. Okay, I'll take that. Sure. I got a head to boot. Nice. Go ahead. Oh, you can kill yourself. I like that. Very effective. I didn't have to do anything. Nice. Okay. 10's a nice even number. Just see anybody around. Oh my god. Right, pick up. Else? I could go squidding all day. Oh, head. Wow. Okay. Just a few squids. I guess if I really wanted to, it would be smart to make a fish farm or a squid farm. It's a self-killing mechanism. But I really don't mind if I'm going to get this many showing up. Doing it the old manual way. And I got lucky enough to have a helmet that easy to get the enchants on. I think it came mostly enchanted when I started. Where did you go? Did you disappear? I think you did. Anybody else? Nope, you're still there. Oh. That's the last I see for the moment. Okay. I'm laughing at myself because I just noticed the Emerald Tower thing out of the corner of my eye from a distance, but for some reason I briefly thought it was a creeper, and I was trying to figure out how on earth a creeper spawned because there was nobody there and it's not nighttime. Wow. Got the black. I'm gonna go around. Green. Pull this one out of the way. I'm going to go black, light gray, dark gray, black, brown, red. Yeah, brown, red, pink, and then around this direction. End with the yellow. And the question is, do I start with the white next to the yellow or the white next to the light gray? Sort of comes full circle in that way, right? That's always just fun. Figure it out. Right, does anybody have their... Oh, anybody got their coat on? Yes, you do. Blink. See, which color do I want to go with? No. I'm gonna have the yellow on. Oh no. I don't know which end I want. No, this one here is black as well. They're both needing to be changed regardless. I think I'm gonna have yellow on this end and end with the light gray here, because then black is a little bit easier to get a hold of. This guy, you are going to be light gray. Go. Black, or not black, you can be black. Go brown. That row? Is that it? Brown, red, pink, magenta. Purple. Start, okay, black. I'm gonna stall for a second by finding the black and move a little bit of it. One. At least that's enough to let me know what he's supposed. Standing here with a block in my hand. Silly. Early. Early, Dylan. Early. I feel that bed. Over by the sheep farm for now. If I'm going to be messing about, I might as well see about... Oh. I'm like camping, right? Okay. None of this actually... That's the beauty of a pixelated game. None of it ever... Okay. Please. Start from the other end. Oh, the last one's gonna be yellow. This one, not yellow, orange. That. Orange. Yeah. Oops. Nope, not that. Blink. No. What are you using for this? What I was doing. Oh, I know why I did that. Okay. Pops like is 8. Okay, well, fine. We'll just fit it into there. Oh. Drop it. Okay, fine. It doesn't want to drop. Really? By the time I fuss around with you, it's just easier to put this in the box the manual way. Okay, so we've got yellow, we've got orange, I'm green. Make any sense? Yeah, okay. That's because... Yeah, that makes sense. Blue cyan. This way to climb. Still doesn't work. Okay, so what have I got? Ones that don't matter. Perfect. Gray. That color. And purple. Not seeing that in my head. Oh, okay. I got it. Looking at a picture where it's got old colors, and some of them are a little darker than what I'm seeing now, but it doesn't make much sense when you do it that way. Okay. So we're gonna go to E. Oop, not there. I want red. Today. And the brown's not in there. That's the other reason why it doesn't work. Okay, black. None of this is going to work right. Anyway, so that's just... You add yellow, green, you kind of get a weird brown color, so I'm going to go with that as my... And that'd be orange. Okay. You are now ready to be... It makes no sense, but I'll figure it out anyway. Orange. Pink neck. Penta. I don't know why I have 35 of them, but that's... Or blue. I mean, light blue. Cyan sheep. But green, you're my green sheep. Okay. My lime green sheep. You'll be my brown sheep. Okay. Almost there. Jump, drop, and then some swapping around. Yippee. Did grade. One. Next. Lime. Pink. Grady. What else I was in here for? No weird. I would put a squid ahead up at this point. One. And orange will go. I can. That way I've got one filling the boxes. Okay. Put those back. Don't need any more. Out of this box. I put everything away. Wow. Glenn. Hi. Hi. Okay. What else? Pretend that I didn't do that. Pretend that I didn't just pick up everything. I couldn't remember. Fine friend, our brown sheep. My fine M sheep. here. Safest bet possible. There we can go. Now the idea. Put them actually instead of white. That's the idea anyways. Doesn't mean it's gonna work, but I can pretend, right? System's already full. Lovely. Tons of wool. This up. Black over here. See? One. Go. What was that? Right. Do the last of that. For the black. Then I can do like pixel art, right? Or I can start building 3D things. I still need to figure out what to do for Miss Marple, because I've got a couple of references. I think I'm still going to go with the Vicarage, but it might be built out of something incredibly flammable. I mean, hey, materials, you got them, why not, right? Black, and there's too much white. Now, I'm going to try and see, just out of sheer luck, if I can catch. Wow. Yep. They're running around. This part, if I back up this part of the system, that's okay, because that's... For the purposes of trading with the shepherd, I should have put the things on this end, but I really didn't feel like digging down so far to get them to look the correct direction and not be way down on the floor. So. Oops, what am I doing? You're the wrong color. Who? What should you? Pink, I think. Pink. Good pink. Now a pink sheep. Non-natural pink sheep, but you're a pink sheep all the same. There we go. Else? No. How does this row look? Most. You need to be light blue. Which means... the end guys are taking forever, so... I'm going to fix the ones in the colored rows. I'm not going to fix the ones in the regular rows. Oh. This way I won't get the phantoms. Sorry, that face looks really weird. I'm actually just trying to drink my coffee. Didn't open it. Classic and basic. Out of the... This one. I normally don't like doing this. I actually don't like the way that it looks on the end. But I need these two to speed up, and sometimes that helps to have the extra grass block on the end. I also like it when it completes like this, but not as much when it completes like that, so... oh well. I mean, if I really do want to make it match, and not say match, but look half decent, then I guess I could go put a birch trapdoor on the end, and I might do that. The yellow is going to look out of place. The other thing, these birch blocks are ending up in the place. You get out of my... And stay. Nathan, hold that spot. We're waiting for... We're waiting... Oh! I'm still waiting on cyan and light blue, but it just solved itself. No. Light blue. R. And green, so I can get that. Is that it? Nope, not quite. I can put all our redstone back. I really do think cyan sheep. Cyan's actually probably my favorite color in this game, just the way it came out. Yeah, okay. So I'm just waiting on the light blue guy in the corner. I think if I put that redstone back for everybody else, I think I'm satisfied with that. Nope, not you. That's the only one I don't want. Yep. Now I suspect with my kind of luck, they will never eat again and I'll have to manually go shave these guys. That's okay. One. Alright, you. Go to the white. Let's see if we can get the right colors rolling. Full. This system is totally full. Not quite full. I'd say I have more white wool than I know what to do with. I wasn't kidding. So I'm just going to fill up this white side and then we can take loads later on into the building. I'm going to have to redo a lot of the storage in there anyway. Funny how projects cascade themselves, right? See, while I'm here, I'm going to... Yeah, uh-huh. I'll start with... this... Oh, come on, you. Oh. How high do I want this? Or I suppose? If I can. Oh. Yeah. Really, no. Okay, let's just leave it. Wait. That way I've got a little bit of place to dump stuff. Can you hurry? Need something. Are you bulimic? I mean, come on. Light out. Right, this... I'm just a little anal when it comes to stacks filling themselves. No, I've got too much stuff in my inventory. doing all these runs back and forth, and I really should have moved the beacon, but I know I'm going to want it back there on Thursday, so let's do a couple more runs. We're only 15 minutes left in the episode anyways. And I will hope to try and be a little more focused the next day. No promises, but see what we can do. So I've done a bit of experimentation with the couches and stuff even further after what we did last week. And I do quite like the look of having the stairs with item frames on the end. Still experimenting with what to put in the item frame, so that may change over time. But to start with, it might just be something flat like a button, or I might even put the red in to tie it into the flooring. I think that's a possibility as well, or possibly blue to tie it into the look of the walls on the carriages. So yeah, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense out of context, but for the inside of the carriages. The other thing I'm going to do for sure is dig up the floor layout for the inside of the baggage carriage, because that really doesn't need to be creatively done. I can actually just use the real company's designs for that one. Since I have a floor plan layout for that, why not use it? Right? And the baggage compartment is not one where we're going to have a whole lot of trouble getting things to fit in anyways. It'll just be a matter of figuring out what kinds of funky crates and containers and stuff we want to put in the baggage compartment. Give it a little bit more flavor. But yeah, so Thursday we'll definitely be decorating. I guarantee. And in the meantime, tomorrow will be Riven. And in between all of the streams, I'll be doing a lot more trading with villagers, just trying to get the shop somewhat filled. As you saw, there's not much going on in there. So I want to get that part done so I can feel less guilty about saying, yeah, it's kind of open, even though there's nothing there anybody wants. And I don't expect anybody to buy anything anyways, it's just more for the practice. I also need to do some test runs on faux cloud designs, because I want to put clouds up inside the warped roof of the seated cafe area. See if we can make some progress on that. So I got those ones colored. Some of these are colored. So oh, I don't need that. And as Creef heads on out, we're just about to head out too. Oh. This was just the remainder of cleaning out the hoppers that were in behind these. Because when we did the double chests on those ones, the hoppers still had something in them. Oh, okay, great. That should be the last of the excess in the colored section. Aside from that one silly sheep that we just can't seem to get to change his stripes, so to speak. No idea why, but he just does not want to change. On you, light blue freak. Oh, well, at least I'm not needing light blue for skies or anything soon. Alright. So, yes. We do the colors we need? Yes. Okay. These guys did eventually get a trim when they got hungry. Eventually. I won't have to manually trigger it because they're all getting shorn except for the guy who just won't eat in the first place. I need light blue, I'm gonna have to fire you. You know that, right? What do you do? Oh, let's give a little bit more maintenance cleanup just while we happen to be here. Oh, nope, not much going on here. Thought there'd be more. No worries. When I don't need to have a block or a box of iron hanging around in Right there. Hanging around inside the trading hall, then my extra iron blocks live in this crate here. I got more bamboo than I can shake a stick at. So that's part of why I'm looking at taking down the majority of the lava farm, because I just don't need it. But I might as well keep 5 pieces, just because wandering around with iron. Oh, right. Might as well keep 5 slots, just because that way I've got 5 blocks when I'm doing the what's the word? More copy. Anyway. Oh, when I'm doing, that's what it is, cobble generator thing. Yes. Sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Go. Ooh. Really? I'm half tempted to fire that sheep. Right. So yeah, just as we wrap it up, so we'll be building on Thursday, Mist tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have some excitement. I'm also hoping that I'll have Star Wars Fan Kid back at school. I'm just, part of it, my brain is floating elsewhere, wondering how he's doing, what he's up to, that kind of thing. Just wondering what he's doing to keep himself busy while he's home from school. Because I know that the teachers could have things online, but unfortunately he's a little on the too lethargic side to be able to focus on doing his schoolwork right now. I'm probably going to try and poke him at it either this afternoon or maybe a little bit tomorrow, and just see if he can figure out what he can do to catch up a little bit. But other than that, you know, like most of the spaciness is just me, and I suspect that being a mom and you know, hugging your kid close when they're not feeling so well because it makes them feel better probably gave me a bit of a bug to work with that I'm not passing on, sorry, that I'm trying to fight off myself, and that, you know, those kinds of bugs can feel really thick and spacey to begin with. You can see that this farm totally overproduces. I mean, that's the 3rd double chest, I think. 1, 2, yeah, I think it's the 3rd double chest in the system. I've got those 2, and then I've got 1 up here. You know the system is way over full when it's having problems keeping the melons even in the farm. Oh, we're gonna have some lovely weather. This, and I mean, if I actually needed bone blocks, I can throw them through the composter. I'm good with bone blocks right now, so far more than I need of everything, which is interesting because not too long ago I was going, how do you people do it? How do you end up with so many blocks? Well, I just end up with so many blocks of this variety. Last time I checked, there was nobody who built melons and pumpkins into anything unless they were either temporary blocks or invisible blocks that nobody sees, or the other thing I've seen do. I mean, people use melons and stuff in things like, I'm going to build a giant cactus kind of stuff. Or I'm going to build a giant melon out of melons. How meta. You know, and those builds look great. Just not something that fits my base theme this year. That's okay. You know, you start with the easy things, you work up towards the hard things, and you teach yourself lessons along the way. That's how the game goes. Alrighty, Roo. What else we got? I'm just about to lose my voice. Melons? Oh, pumpkin. Melon. And more melons. I was doing a little bit of villager trading yesterday and talking to the villagers, which you guys have heard me do plenty of times. My son's not used to that, so he kept going, what? Pardon me? Mom? What you doing? What you talking about? I had to explain that that's one of those things you do when you're pretending to talk to people who aren't really there. If It gives you practice for when you're streaming. And he says, oh, you mean your streamers are smarter than villagers all the time? And I said, yes, by far. They know much, much more than that, and they are often helping me out and correcting me when I make mistakes. So I would certainly not equate them to being like villagers. But if I don't talk to the villagers, then I forget to talk to the streamers. No? And I mean, it makes people like Creef laugh, right? And I don't get that opportunity all that often. You are real people! Wow, did I just put my foot in that one? Yeah. He was bugging me about talking to the villagers because it kept confusing him. And yeah. But also, it helps me express annoyance when something isn't going well or I don't get a trade the way I want or something to that effect. It really does help for me to just tell them rather than, complain to the management sort of thing. Well, I am the management. It's like that quote from Princess Bride with Andre the Giant. And, sort of like the, careful or I'll call the Brute Squad. I am the Brute Squad. Oh. Yes, that was very much out of context. Okay, so I think we've caught up on all the melons, we've caught up on all the iron, caught up on the sheep, for now. All that remains in those respects is to just put things away and try and keep figuring out where everything is to know what I've got, so that I can start working on the decoration in a more serious fashion. One last shot before we sign off. Are you? Yay! I can make blue sheep blue. Gonna make your white sheep blue. Which makes no sense, but that's okay. Alright. That better be light blue. Always in context. Well, yes, that's assuming you know exactly who was talking where. I mean, if you don't say what character it is, some people don't follow the quote all that well. That, and I don't do an Andre the Giant impression very well. What do I have? Random more junk? No, I can actually put this stuff away. Yay! Okay. Stuff here. That one goes over there temporarily. I know I've got a shulker box that goes there. I can't for the life of me at the moment remember what it is or where I've put it. But I keep that space empty as much as I can just because I know that something is supposed to go there. If I figure out what it is, I'll let you know. Oh, and take that box with me too. The carpet. White carpet, no. A white carpet, that would be sensible. Alright, so now I can put all these things away. Maybe. Now, these go to the bottom. Blue. You. Light. Gray. Brown. Lime. Green. And purple. Magenta. Pink. And the reason I even care is so that I can make the wall of the other colors over on this side and then label them. I won't need a ton. Well, see, if you say your name is Inigo Montoya, we know that it's Inigo Montoya saying the line. Right? But if you're just saying, like, I don't know, I'm Fred Flintstone, and welcome to the Poobah Club. That makes about as much sense. Because, yeah, he's not a Grand Poobah, or whatever. However that's supposed to go. There's some of the random bits and bobs. Got, birch trapdoors, we can do something with those. But this is some of the stuff. I've only got 50 item frames, which actually thank you to PP Zerk for those, because, I thought I had a villager that was trading item frames. Turns out that villager does not trade item frames. So, So I just so happened to be able to make more progress for Thursday by having dragon lunch kits, or dragon lunchbox is what I picked up on Sunday for one of the awards for the dragon fights plural. Oh, whoopsie. That was silly. Okay, well, that didn't work. Guess we'll just go with it. Whatever. This is going to bug me nonetheless. So, put it away before I worry my little head about it. So we're back where we started, rather literally, in the same room where we started. I want to say thank you guys for coming along on my, once again, squirrel adventure. And we did get to see some cool roller coasters today, and I finally figured out where the mailbox is, which is going to be an interesting adventure because every time I go, I'm going to get distracted by turtles. But it's all good. We finally got round to cleaning up one of the to-do list items for the sheep. We got that going. And, oh, actually, yeah, and that was the other thing I was going to do, is make a to-do list box. So, I'm going to take care of that, and you'll see when you come in next on Thursday, we'll have a lectern with probably a writing book on it. Just because I think it saves me wall space rather than posting everything on the wall. So we'll have ourselves a to-do book, and, yeah, should be ready to go. So, for Minecraft fans, I'll see you Thursday. For Myst fans, I'll see you tomorrow morning. We never know when there's going to be a surprise stream, but my kids normally have soccer on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It's just that in the evening this week, Star Wars fan kid's not going to be going to soccer this week because A, he doesn't have the energy, and B, he'd probably make everybody else sick. So I may be back Wednesday. We'll see how things go. I don't know yet. Let's get one more shot of a little bit more curvature here so we can see. Oh, if all else fails, jump on the bed. Backwards, please. And other sideways. There we go. So yeah, there's our dragon adventure. You can see he's got a tongue, which is more than I can say for my character. But yeah, so I wish everybody a great day, and we shall just take a quick boo and just see who there is for us to raid, if there is anybody. Ooh, looks like we got Foxy online, so I think I'm going to send us all over to Foxy, unless somebody speaks up and prefers Groova. But, so we're going to head out to Foxy, and I will fire that start off in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And we should hopefully be heading our way over to Foxy, if that... Oh, come on, if the raid will ever go. Nope, it didn't want to, so let me do it manually. Oops, wrong one. Try this.
Mischief managed.
There we go.
Laters.
Have a great day.